Hi everybody. Today I'm going to show you the consolidation command in Cohler Classical. As always, what you see before you here is a set of 10 track groups. It looks like 10 tracks, but it's actually 10 track groups. Each one of those track groups is a 40 or so track group. You can see that if I open it up with a click. You see all the different tracks. This is an orchestra recording of Symphony Number 35 by Mozart, and the destination group is the top one. You can see there's lots of edits there. So sometimes when we have lots of edits, we want to simplify it by re-recording out. If we're happy with those edits, we can record out those edits without going through mixing or effects, so that it's a consolidation of the raw audio, so we can put it back into the same edit list and not have double processing of effects and reverb and other things. So if I'm playing here, you can see there's lots of edits here, okay? Each one of those lines is an edit. But it's all good. So I'm happy with all those edits. So perhaps I would want to consolidate this whole area so that it no longer has edits. You can consolidate any region. You can do it by item, or you can mark with it with the item selection area like this, or with in-out points exactly if you want to. So I could say, okay, I want to go from here. I'll put an in point here, and let's say I want to go up to here. Put an out point there. So now it's going to consolidate everything between those 2 points. So the consolidation command is in the File menu. I go to File, Consolidate, Render, Export, Consolidate. Keystroke is Shift, Option, Command, C on the Mac, and that would be Shift, Alt, Control, C on the PC. So I click that, and now I choose a consolidated file folder. By default, it will set it to the same folder that all these takes are already in, which is normally what you want. So I click OK. It takes me to the SSD where I have all my audio files now. So it's just going to add this into that folder as a new take, and it'll automatically number it. So I'll stick with that folder. You could put it somewhere else if you want. Now it pops up the REAPER Consolidate Tracks thing, and it's already selected the folder here. Now, don't check the box that says Update Project with Consolidated Files. My software is going to do that anyhow. The problem with the REAPER function here is that it names the files incorrectly. Cohler Classical renames all those files correctly, loads them in, and if you want to unload them, you can simply do an undo. So now we're just going to say process, if we're happy with all the settings, and we are. So we say process, and now you can see it's processing track 1, 2, 3. There's 34 tracks here of media. It's going to process. This was a how long was this section? This is like a minute or so of music on 34 tracks, 24-bit, 88.2 kilohertz. And it's saving them all out to the SSD into the same folder. You can see there the names that it's using. It's the REAPER name is something -consolidated, which is not useful because then you can't load it back in automatically and can't position it in the correct tracks, etc., etc. So my software goes through and automatically renames the files to match the tracks that we have. There, we're done. It says consolidation saved as take 132 with a timestamp when it was done into the audio files folder, and it's automatically loaded there now. So if I click play, it's exactly the same. So there's no difference at all in the playback. But now we've eliminated all those edits. Now I can use this as a take, and I can of course load that anywhere I want in my project if I want to load that at some point somewhere else and use it. Let's say that section repeated or something. I could come over here and I could say load audio files. Now that's the Oh, I have to set the media directory. Media directory wasn't set. So let's set the media directory to there. Yep, that's the correct place. Okay. And now let's say load audio files. Now you see there's 132 takes because we just added the 132nd take. And if I say load 132, click OK, it loads it up right there. So that's the take we just created. We just recorded that take. You can pop it into any source group. You can edit it in place. And it's identical to what was there, except all the crossfades have been executed. So that's all there is to consolidation in Cohler Classical.